Hello, I'm Margaret Flores, and I decided to do my topic on salmonella found in various wheats and rice cereals. So, for the background, there were 3 different cases of these salmonella outbreaks in different cereals. So, in 1998, there was a report of 200 cases of salmonella tied to the company Malto Meals in their toasted oat cereal, and in 2008, the same brand had to recall their unsweetened puffed rice cereals because of more cases related to salmonella. One of the more recent cases was dated back in September 28, 2017, with Kellogg's Honey Smacks being recalled due to also salmonella outbreak. So for analyzing the current situation, the most at-risk population are children and people with weak immune systems. This is because children are usually the demographic that intakes more cereals than adults, and for the adults that do get infected, they are usually the ones that have the weaker immune system. One of the organizations that were tackling on the problem of these salmonella outbreaks was CDC's PulseNet National Laboratory Network. They connect foodborne illness cases to detect outbreaks, and during the 2008 incident, they were able to find a feasible conclusion as to where the initial source of the outbreak occurred. So when focusing on the main causes of this outbreak, first of all, salmonella is a bacteria that can spread through direct or indirect contact. So actions such as kissing or using contaminated utensils, or more commonly ingesting food that have the bacteria on it, all contribute to the outbreaks. So for the 2008 case with Malto Meals recall, the PulseNet organization was able to discover a feasible source of the outbreak, and they found that during the production, the cereal was moved through a machine that takes air near the production room floor. In the area of where the air was coming from, there was a wall that was disrupted back in November 2007 due to the maintenance. Malto Meals is the same company that had an outbreak back in 1998. So the breach in the wall could have caused the salmonella particles that were hidden away for many years to slowly spread and contaminate the cereals over time. Now, when analyzing a few different alternatives to prevent the future outbreak, one approach could be hygiene zoning. This was created by the Grocery Manufacturers Association by their Salmonella Control Task Force. It's a guide that shows how to separate the manufacturing areas from dry and wet, and they put emphasis on separating the areas of different hygiene levels. So airflow, water flow, everything that requires clean, hygienic spaces. The second approach would be warning through social media. When looking at it through the health belief model, we can see how the audience on these social media platforms can be highly influenced when credible health organizations post on these platforms. This will further urge them to take action and to help prevent future outbreaks. For the recommendation for the best preventative approach would have to be paying attention to where future food facilities will be built and designated. There should be higher emphasis on where they should be placed in order to ensure that the environment that they are settled in is still hygienic. And also, along with that, would be urging the tear down or updating of older food facilities in order to prevent another accidental contamination similar to the 2008 incident. As for the action plan, there should be an urgency for food processing manufacturers to update and have routine safety checks, especially those dated back before the year 2000. For the total time to implement all these updates and checks, it may take up to a few months or years, depending on the CDC and the government and how fast that they can come to an agreement on a single policy. And for my final opinion, I am a big fan of food, and I would rather not suffer from something that I enjoy so much. So I believe that food safety should be one of the highest priorities and when it comes to public health safety, and there should be high efforts to update and ensure that all food manufacturing facilities are safe and hygienic.